What is up, y'all? Happy Friday, my babies. Happy Friday, everybody. It is a rainy, rainy Friday. Venus Day, Love Day here in the beloved. But I'm sending you all the love from here. It's your big papa, your favorite backwoods brujo here. Just wanting to share a little minute, little moment, share a quick little video, sending you all the best, and hoping that you have had the best this week, even though it's been a little trying. But there's good energy coming, there's good energy here, and we're going to have a lovely week, and we're going to have a great day, and I hope you had a great day too. I am doing, firstly, let's get the news of the Casa out of the way. As y'all know, oh, and by the way, I do not own or license or anything the music you may or may not be hearing in the background. Let me clear that up real quick because we ain't getting sued and we ain't going to jail in Mississippi. But um, this weekend is a beautiful celebration that we have among all the Afro Caribbean folk, all the Caribbean folk that practice ATRs, ADRs. It is the feast days of Yemaya and Oshun, Our Lady of Regla and Our Lady of La Caridad del Cobre, respectively, Saturday and Sunday. And in our house, or I mean my literal house, we usually put them together, feast the whole days for them, and give them flowers and their favorite treats and lights and love, because throughout the year they've done so much for us that we take care of the mothers of the waters, and they are the mothers of sweet water and the ocean. And right now we need to be a lot respectful about the waters and how we work with the waters, how we enter them, how we respect them externally and internally. So these are days to give thanks and pay homage for those that didn't know. Yemaya is the supernal Yoruba mother of the oceans and of the human race, and Oshun is the mother of the sweet river waters that bring civilization and strengthen us and give us love and happiness. But don't be too fooled. Oshun also tells us that as there must be sweet, so can there be bitter. And she gives us the power and the wherewithal to survive the bad times and enjoy the good times. Yemaya always makes sure that she's like that motherly energy, but she can also be stern because the sea can be stern. And this is something I wanted to say because today I've had a couple of talk tos with my peeps and my folks. And one of them was the fact that nature does not forgive. Nature nurtures, but it does not forgive. So sometimes we need to have a little bit more respect than what we're having in the world today, especially when it comes to our waters, and respecting them and loving them and taking care of them and making sure that everyone has access to free, fresh water, clean water, potable water, because not everybody does. And so we need to understand that, yeah, we are very lucky, and to have that gratitude with that. I know I went on a little tirade, but forgive me. I've been feeling that. And I've been also feeling that we have this idea that nature is going to constantly, like, be a helicopter mom over a 2 year old baby to us. And no, it's not like that at all. Nature can be quite cruel, but if we have our heads together, if we have our heads on straight, and we believe in ourselves, love ourselves, and be mindful, I know, but the actual being in your mind and knowing what's going on around you, we can move with nature and work with nature, with, not over, with nature for our betterment. And that's my little sermon on Friday, but I really wanted to come and say yes. So for those of you that follow, the candles and the incense and the honey water and the sugarcane syrup water, yes, all this weekend. And if you can, give yourself a sea salt bluing and perfume bath. If you want to add some flowers to it, feel free. If you want to add some coconut water to it, feel free. If you want to add some, I would say the perfume in particular being violet, if you have it, or if not, any will do. Put in 7 coins of different denominations and give yourself a bath where you ask the sea to bless you with its riches and cleanse you of negativity. And the next day on Sunday, give yourself a bath of honey, of cinnamon and basil tea. I always give this, but now you know who's behind it. And yellow flowers, or gold flowers, or orange flowers, especially now that we're coming into fall. Yes, we're coming into fall. Coming into fall. Get over it. Summer is like a clingy ex that doesn't know when to get off. And it's like, oh, be gone. And if you're in the South, you know what I'm talking about. Because we cooling down a little bit, but it's still 82 billion degrees. But anywho, going back to what I told you. You get your honey together, you can use sunflowers, you can use daylilies, you can use those brightly orange tiger lilies, those beautiful things. Add a little perfume, add a little wine to it too. or champagne if you have some champagne, and give yourself a bath celebrating the loveliness, the sweetness, and the happiness that you're enjoying. And drink yourself a little bit too for those that can. If you want a non-alcoholic way to do it, apple cider or the cider. The sweet non-alcoholic cider will work because it's the bubbles of happiness. So you balance those two out, and that's what I like doing, and I thought I'd share. And speaking of sharing, y'all know that I'm going to be doing classes upcoming in this upcoming month. I'm going to do a class on lamps. I'm doing a class on how homespun juju, and I'm doing a class on the art of spelling, doing spells, doing petitions. And you're going to find out some stuff right now because guess what? I'm going to leave links to that and to other things as well in the chat below. And I want you to ask questions, get involved with me, and see what's going on and talk to me. But since it's Friday, it's time for the Free Spell Friday entry. And again, like I said, I was talking to my peeps, and they said, one of my babies said to me, I want to get rid of something. I just want to get rid of something. Sometimes I just want to get rid of this or rid of that. And I'm like, well, why don't you? We're witches. We have this ability. We can get rid of anything we want to, and so can you. And it's simple and easy. If you're a coffee drinker, and in my house, coffee is sacred. Hence, respect the water, respect the herbs, respect the earth, respect the coffee. And I'm going to teach you how to reuse your coffee grounds. Coffee grounds can be dried out. After you use them and you get all the goodness and you drink them, a coffee bath is amazing. Coffee, Epsom salt, and a little bit of baking soda. Mix that up, and that's an amazingly good stripping bath. Stripping as it gets away negativity and gets away like a lot of heavy energy that's holding you back. After that coffee bath, please rinse yourself and add a little oil or some lovely moisturizer, lotion, because A, you're gonna be a little dry, and coffee strips away stuff. Remember, after that first cup of coffee, things go, whoo, yeah, it cleans out. So it's if you feel blocked, if you feel heavy, do a coffee bath. You can also add a little bit of coffee without sugar or anything, just plain old black, into your mop water when you're cleansing your house to get rid of anything that's blocking your way, because coffee not only gets rid of spiritual blockages as well as internal ones after you drink it, but it also cleanses. It's a very cleansing one. If you have dry coffee too before, like straight out of the bag, you can burn that on an iron skillet with onions and onion skins and garlic skins. That will clear. It's not going to smell that good, so only use a little bit, but it'll clear a space out. You don't need none of the white sage and stuff. It's painfully over harvested anyway, and unless you're native, unless you're part of the indigenous folks, I don't want to touch on that and step on anybody else's toes. But rosemary is abundant, coffee is right there, and onion skins, you cooking with onions and garlic anyway, make them work for you. But here's the real tea. Here's the look at all the stuff you're getting, and I'm just giving it to you, run with it. This is what I teach in my classes. So, and also when I sit in divination and tell people stuff, this is what I do. But let's get to the meat and potatoes. I want you to you're going to take and get you your coffee grounds straight out the pot. Make sure you put them right into something like so. Coffee grounds. They're still a little moist. For those that hate that word, I'm sorry, but I want it to be a little more moist, a little bit more on the wet side. But I'm gonna put it in this little glass bowl, and you're gonna find out in a minute why. But there you are, regular coffee grounds used. You're going to get yourself some salt, plain old table salt, and crushed red pepper. Now, crushed red pepper, the reason why I use crushed red pepper, well, salt, coffee grounds, we already talked about. Salt is an energy that can repel, defend against, and sort of like break stuff up. Salt will do whatever you want it to do. It is a crystal, so it'll take the charge you're giving it or the intention you're giving it, and since salt dissolves, you're going to be dissolving away this blockage, this problem, this person, banishment, whatever you want to banish or get away from or get stuff away from you. Not in that hateful just blow up way, but there is a way you can make it that way. But in the very much I'm done, get out way. So salt does that. So you hold the salt. When we get to that part, it's going to be that kind of energy. And it's going to keep that blockage down, dissolving and broken up. The coffee is breaking it up and removing it. The salt is breaking it up and dissolving it. And the red pepper flakes are hex breaking in their energy. Now, I wouldn't say use it in a bath because you don't want to burn yourself. You don't want to get any caustic on your skin. But it breaks things up. It does destroy negativity. It is associated with fire and Mars. And because of this, it has a lot of fire, of course, because it's hot. It's spicy. You want it to burn this stuff up, break it up, burn it up, and get it away from you. And any energy that it might have over you, any force it might have over you, any kind of influence it has over you, that chili pepper is going to burn it and break it on up. So you will also need a petition paper and a plain old black candle. Plain. Now, if you want to do this just as it is, it will be very effective and it will work with you. It definitely will. Now, you can also do the 2.0 and the fancy smancy versions, but first let's do the basics. You have your coffee here. Have on the background, which I already have, a little candle with some protection oil, with some blessings oil that you said your prayers and asked your spirits to guide you and help you, your ancestors to guide you and help you. And you write out your petition. It can be anything. I banish poverty from my life, like mine. All blockages in the flow of success and happiness are removed. That chicken accounting, that crazy person that opens their mouth and nothing but foolishness comes out, and most of certain political parties that are all about guns but not about people and children. But I'm not saying nothing, I'm just saying you can take that and you put this petition here and you say it, you look at it and you put your energy into it, and you're saying, all blockages in the flow of success are destroyed and obstacles removed. You say it as many times as you need, and you charm it, and you charm it, and you charm it, and you go just like this. It is so, my will is so. Spit on it. Because your spit makes it so. You ever seen anybody spit and send a curse? Same thing. You can spit and send something away, and then you fold it away from you and turn it to the left because you're getting rid of it, and fold it away from you and turn it to the left because you're getting get rid of it and fold it away from you, and you're saying this is gotten rid of, this is no more, and you're going to put it right in the middle of your nice and moist coffee grounds. Now, if you happen to have a little nail, you can then push it down really good and cover it up with a little bit more of the coffee grounds that are around it in a counterclockwise way, because we're getting rid of. Remember, in your basics, clockwise you get rid of, or the counterclockwise you get rid of, clockwise you bring. So in a counterclockwise manner, I'm doing that. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to take some of my salt. And I'm going to take my salt and say salt that destroys, salt that protects, destroy these obstacles, these blockages, so that good things flow, and protect me from its energy so that it never comes back to harm me or mine. I cover and cross you with salt, and also in a counterclockwise fashion. 3 pinches of salt. As the salt dissolves, so does all the obstacles. As the coffee dissolves the paper, so do all the obstacles get taken away. And with this red pepper, I protect myself from their influence. With this red pepper, I charge that all negativity and harm be kept far away, that these obstacles be destroyed, and I be given freedom in my say. Then you take your candle, your black candle, you put it right in the center of all of this. You love it when the props don't work. You put it all and you keep doing your meditation, you keep thinking your thing, and you get your candle up like so. It'll eventually stand on its own, but get it to standing. Get it to standing, for it shall. And you stand it up and you light your candle with intention. I'm not going to light it right now, but you light your candle with intention and you speak your intentions over it. It should look something like that. And you speak your intentions over it. You tell your thing. If you want, you can get a little dish as well, or a little metal cup that you get from your tea lights, because I like to keep the cups from the tea lights for just such an emergency. But today I wanted to say this to you. There you go. And there you are, and you speak your intentions, you light your candle, and you say, as the candle burns, so burns away all XYZ, so burns away all of the influences therein. In my case, all the obstacles are burned away, all the blockages are burned away, all of the blocks are burned away and turned into nothingness. They are absorbed and removed, destroyed and taken away, and they do not return. They are gone. You let your candle burn out. Now, after the candle's burnt out, you take your filter, bring it up, and you put it into a little paper bag if you want. And if you live in a city, throw it at a crossroads away from your home at a garbage. If you live in the country and you have a little corner of messing and messery that, like I have, you put it there so that the earth reclaim it. And dig deep. Don't dig just a couple of inches. No, dig down into the ground. Put a couple of pennies or some tobacco and cornmeal, or just cornmeal if that's all you got, as an offering to the earth to say thank you. And you bury that in and say, let the earth absorb it, let the earth remove it, let the earth retain it and recycle it into something better. And you bury it on top. You put a little bit more cornmeal on top, say your thank yous. If you want, you could pour a libation saying thank you to the earth, so let the earth retain it and hold it and destroy it and recycle it, and then walk away. The same thing you can do at a garbage. Just do it at the garbage and say, I remove and release all this. Now, if it's somebody in particular, it's better that you release it at the crossroads. Unless you have, like I said, a specific corner in your backyard. Mine in the yard is at the west corner, the southwest corner. It's very much, it goes away with the setting sun, and the sun takes it down and drowns it in the sea. So there you go. Now, also, if it's to do with a certain situation, you can do the same thing too. I know a lot of people that'll just write poverty on there, put it in there and burn it. Or lack, because the spirit of lack is involved in this world, baby. Jealousy, anger, anything, you're banishing it. You're sending it, and you're binding it, you're taking it away from you, you're sending it away from you. Extra credit, if it's a rival or an enemy, this is where you can pull out a little bit of the hot foot powder. This is where you can pull out some goofer dust. This is where you can pull out oils as well, because if you want to anoint your candles with oils, you can do that too. The oils I would use, because I make oils, or if you want to make them, we can talk to you about how to make your own oils. One of the easiest removing oils to make is cayenne pepper and olive oil, or if you got some lard, old-fashioned pig lard or Crisco shortening. Before anyone says anything about the butter thing, no, that's different. Crisco shortening is actually a vegetable-based oil, and also it's like a pomade. You can use that to roll it in cayenne pepper, or roll it in some red pepper flakes. Don't come at me. It's not butter. Don't get it twisted. And olive oil has been used since the dawn of time for good and bad. So before y'all get into the comments and say anything, this is what I'm telling you. I am the brujo casero, a house witch, and this is what we do in the house. I use butter for my bread and for other things and for cooking. Anywho, I'm gonna just leave that alone and walk on. Now, if you want to use conjure oils like the ones I make, the Juju oils we make, like my favorite, FOH, which is fucking here, and or Flying Devil or La Bomba. Flying Devil is pretty much a return to sender with a slap kind of energy, or a crossing up oil. La Bomba is much like Black Destroyer oil. It's there to just blow things up and get rid of them for good or bad. So be careful, know what you're doing. And as I like to work with my sister, if you're not getting it from me, get it from my family. In Big Liz Conjure, she has gorgeous clapback oil or extradite your ass oil, and she does have hot foot and goofa dust. So yeah, if you want to use, also you can use burnt up, the ashes of a burnt up petition in here. You can use like psalms that work in tandem with your intent that you say, and then burn them and use the ashes so that the ashes get in there and work there. There's a lot of ways you could take this simple spell and add on to it, or you could just do it simply and it works. And I want you to use what you got and recycle what you have, because you don't need to go through all the things. I mean, I want you to buy my stuff because I'd love it. I'd love for you to use my things because they work. But in a pinch, baby, our ancestors used blood, sweat, and tears and a little bit of spit. So it's the same thing here. And speaking of, there is a sister I have that has a certain little spot in the her backyard where it's strictly for and she has been known to go out there and pee on certain areas where it's like, stay your ass there. So I say this for its, not only its cultural significance, but also its academic significance and its magical significance, because sometimes magic ain't sweet, it ain't nice, it ain't pretty. It has to be effective, though, and that's the point. So, if you have any questions on this or any of the things I've talked about right now, please feel free to message me. Get with me on Facebook, get with me on Instagram. I'm trying to work back up on TikTok. I'm getting there. Help me out, y'all. And here as well, email me. My email's in the thing, and it is louisianacuriousshop@yahoo.com, or you can email me, Papa Louis Paparose at gmail.com through here as well. Or again, I'm on Facebook. Look for me, find me, ask me questions. I'm more than happy to answer, help you out. If you want to sit for a divination, want to sit for a mentorship, which is a one-on-one class, or a Café con Papa, where we just sit and just, hash stuff out and talk, and you get to vent and we talk and get some insight. Please feel free to book me on that one. And also, again, the Casa de Juju has a lot of wonderful things. We make jewelries, we make incenses. We not make incenses. We make bath salts, we make oils, we make lotions, we make powders, make a whole bunch of wonderful things. So get with me if you want some of that. And I hope y'all have an amazing Friday night, an amazing weekend, and I'm gonna be doing more videos. So talk to me. Let me see what you'd like to see as well. Don't be a stranger. Reach out. And remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and take care of nature too. Watch where you walk and think before you speak. And all the love I can send all the time and throughout the week. Love, peace, and juju, y'all.